Hey guys, how you doing? It's Philip Hines from Hines Survival Outdoor Store. Check us out at HinesSOS.com. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you can keep up to date not only on product reviews, but our how-to videos such as this one and our Day in the Wild videos where we take you hunting, camping, things like that. Today we're going to be talking about char cloth, which is essentially just very thin char cloth made out of cloth. And you want to use 100% cotton, and you need aluminum. You can use a Coke can. I just use a Altoids can filled with cotton, which this is just a bandana. I got a 2-pack at Walmart for $2. You can get rolls of it at Hobby or Joann's Fabrics, Walmart, things like that. You can go to Walmart or Target or even Goodwill and get 100% cotton t-shirts for very cheap. And what you do, take your tin, I just poked a little hole right through it, and that allows the carbon monoxide to get out but no oxygen to get in, so that it doesn't burn, it just smolders. So first what I'm going to show you is how to use the char cloth, and then we're going to talk about actually making the char cloth. Okay, so we're just using a regular grill just because it's easier. Didn't feel like getting the fire pit out and didn't have time to head out to the woods. So what you do is you take your tinder, put your char right in the middle. This probably isn't enough tinder, but just doing a basic example. Lay it down. Make sure you guys can see that. And anything will work, a ferro rod or a lighter without any fluid in it. So all you need is the spark. When you do this, make sure you pull the ferro rod away from your knife. Too many people push towards it. When you do that, if you knock all of this loose, then you've got a mess and you could put your fire out if you do get nimble. And if you can see that, got a nice little ember there. Voila, fire. It's really that simple, guys. So we're gonna let this burn, hopefully catch these coals. So in any situation, if you got char cloth and a ferro rod or some type of lighter that's out of fluid, all you need is a spark on that. You can also use flint and steel or flint and the head of your axe, not the blade of your axe, but the back of the axe, and get a spark that way. You could also use a hard rock. Flint is the best. Okay. Now you can make these as large or as small as you would like. I like my medium size. Obviously the larger it is, the more surface area you have to catch a spark. Also, another thing I like to do is get red or white, because if you get a black bandana or dark colored bandana or cloth, it's a lot harder to tell if it's charred all the way. So we're just going to let this warm up a little bit. Stick with me, guys. Alright guys, so there's still some flame going. Ideally just coals would be better, but I'm going to go ahead and toss this on here. Now you're going to let that sit for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you're going to come back to it, check it. When you take it off of the flame and off of the coals after the first 15-20 minutes, you're going to let it sit for another 10 to 15 minutes, let it cool down. If you open it, as soon as you take it off, all the oxygen is going to rush in. It's going to burst into flames rather than continuing to smolder and putting itself out. So we're going to let this sit here for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll come back. We'll check on it, see how it is after we let it cool for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then see if we need to put it back on. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is smoke coming out of that hole that I punched in there. That's what you want, because that's going to allow all the oxygen to escape and put carbon, or let all the carbon dioxide escape while not letting any oxygen in. And what that does, it allows it to smolder rather than burn. So we're going to let this sit for about 15-20 minutes, and then we'll come back and check on it. Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. Just took this out. I'm going to let it cool off for 10 to 15 more minutes, and then we'll check on it, see how it came out. Looking in there, it looks completely charred, but we'll find out. Alright guys, so this thing's been sitting here cooling. We're going to go ahead and open it up. As you can see, it's all black. This one has a little spot of red on it. So I can throw this back on another 10-15 minutes, and once that's done and it cools again, we'll check it out, see if it works. Okay guys, so I put it back on for another 10 or 15 minutes or so, just got done cooling off. And as you can see, it is all completely black. So that means the char took, or the cloth is charred now anyway. It's a little windy, so I'm going to try to do this the best that I can. And as you can see, it took, and that's what we want. Thanks for tuning in, guys, on how to make char cloth and how to use char cloth. I hope that it was very useful for you. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you can keep up to date on product reviews, how-to videos for wilderness and bushcraft survival such as this one, and our Day in the Wild videos where we take you hunting, camping, hiking, fishing, whatever we're doing out there, you guys are with us. So check out our website at HeinzSOS.com. Thank you and have a great day.